Barcelona's simmering transfer drama has boiled over into action. Behind the scenes, the board quietly stepped in with fresh guarantees to La Liga, a move that has unlocked the registrations of players who until now have been trapped in administrative limbo. At the centre of the twist is a concrete, headline-grabbing number, an additional financial guarantee that has been deposited with the league, and that money is the key that finally turns the lock. The first beneficiary is homegrown defender Gerard Martin, who has been waiting to move from a B-team licence to the first-team list and is now officially cleared. Close behind him sits Wojciechowski, whose renewed deal needs formal registration so he can act as covering goal, and Rooney Bargi, the young wide attacker whose arrival has been delayed by paperwork rather than form. These are not abstract roster moves. They change the shape of Hansi Flick's matchday options, they add teeth to his rotation plan, and they alter the tactical choices available for the next trip to Vallecas. The way Barcelona engineered this was twofold. First, departures that free salary cap space, the exits and contract adjustments of players such as Iñaki Peña and the resolution of Oriol Romu's deal provided the breathing room clubs need under La Liga's tight rules. Second, the board opted to front additional promissory guarantees to the competition, effectively advancing cash security to satisfy registration conditions and let the paperwork proceed. That combination of sporting and financial movement shows how close elite clubs live to administrative thresholds. On the pitch, it's about formations and minutes, but off it's about guarantees, numbers and legal deadlines. For Flick, the timing could not be better. Having Gerard Martin available gives defensive depth and youth energy. Szczesny's registration supplies experienced hands between the posts if required, and Bardij's clearance injects a fresh attacking option who could unsettle tired fullbacks late in games. The manager's selection headaches, for once, shift from who do I have to how do I use them, and that's a managerial luxury that changes training, substitutes and match plans. There are also reputational and regulatory aftershocks to watch. Any decision to use financial guarantees raises questions about squad sustainability and how clubs balance immediate sporting need with longer-term accounting requirements. La Liga's monitoring of club finances will be under a microscope as reporters and rivals pass whether this is an emergency fix or a symptom of persistent structural pressure. For supporters, the relief is immediate. For critics, the manoeuvre reads like a tactical accounting workaround. For players, it's an abrupt professional pivot. Suddenly, men who have trained but not been eligible are in the frame to wear the shirt on the weekend. On the human side, imagine a young academy graduate who has trained all summer and finally sees his name on the official list, or a veteran goalkeeper who can breathe easier knowing his contract is formalised. Those are career moments that matter. Practically speaking, the next hours will reveal the clearest signals. The published match squad, any last-minute confirmations from the club about the guarantee, and whether Flick uses the newly registered players from the start or eases them in. This episode is also a reminder of how modern football blends finance and footballing decisions inextricably. Transfer windows close on the pitch, but the ledger never sleeps. And sometimes a boardroom signature is what separates a player from a competitive debut. Keep an eye on how minutes are distributed, whether any further exits are processed to shore up the books, and how La Liga frames the club's guarantee in its oversight. In short, Barcelona's quiet, costly lifeline has reset the team's available weapons and sharpened the immediate narrative for the manager and fans alike. One moment of cash injection, and suddenly the season's opening chapter looks, on paper and in person, very different.